Over 100 years of serving this country. Barbados like a power company. From Christchurch to St. Lucie. Barbados like a power company. You can count on us.
Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Energy Talks. This week's episode is very useful for our renewable energy customers. Here to speak to us about it is Howard Griffith, Supervisor of Distributions. Howard, thanks for coming on.
You're welcome, Shane.
Howard, the majority of customers with a renewable energy system will have a solar PV system. Just briefly explain how that works and connection to our grid.
Okay, basically, Shane, the majority of customers out there are connected to the grid through PV systems, but we also have customers that have wind turbines or battery connections. So at the point of interconnectivity, what we do, we purchase all the PV, all of these production that they put into the grid. We buy that from them and then we sell that back to other customers.
Howard, tell me something. How can customers of solar PV systems prepare for the hurricane season?
I would like people to get familiar with their installation. I would like them to know where the isolating breaker is. I would like them to know where the PV isolation breaker is, so that in the event we have to do a island-wide shutdown, that they will be the people responsible enough to go and turn off their systems to protect the systems from any further damage.
We've touched on this before in Energy Talks. All customers should prepare a crisis management plan by trying to imagine a day-to-day situation in the event that the power has been cut off. It's going to be different for customers with a solar PV system and storage batteries, but what should be top of their checklist during and after a hurricane?
The top of the checklist is to, again, like I said, isolate the supply for their PV system, check the panels on the roof if possible, and see if any of the panels have blown off. Check the inverters to see if any flying objects have damaged the inverters, and wait for the all clear from the utility or from any of the other partners so that they can ensure that the system is safe before it connects back to the grid.
Howard, you just mentioned the all clear. What goes on after the all clear is given?
Well, the all clear is either given through the DEN, through dialogue with all of the different organizations, including Line of Power. So we send our representatives, our teams will go out there and trace the lines to make sure that our lines are intact. We make sure that the installations, as much as possible at the customer's house, are intact. But what we need from the customer is to be a partner in the safety aspect of it, because the last thing we want is for someone to turn on their installation, it feeds back to the grid, and God forbid somebody gets hurt. So what we want everybody to be a partner when it comes to safety, to ensure that if you have a standby generator, that standby generator is off until the all clear is given after you have inspected your entire installation. What we want you to do is to check your PV system, your wind farm, make sure nothing can impact on the grid before you turn on your system, after the all clear is given.
Thanks so much, Howard. I know that the renewable energy customers will really love the information.
You're welcome, Shane. Anytime.
That's it for this edition of Energy Talks. Now, if you've missed part of this episode or you want to see the entire episode, head on over to our YouTube channel, Barbados Light and Power Company, where we have this episode and all our previous episodes uploaded. Follow us online at BLPC Online for all of the services at the Barbados Light and Power. Here now is this week's customer power tip.
Hi, the hurricane season is upon us, so let's get prepared. Please remember to inspect your property for any safety risks. This includes checking your windows and doors to make sure that they can fasten securely. Check your electrical system to make sure that they are proper working order. And also checking your roof to make sure that there are no weaknesses or vulnerabilities. Should you have any issues, please have them rectified as soon as possible.
Over 100 years of serving this country. Barbados like a power company. From Christchurch to St. Lucie. Barbados like a power company. You can count on us.